Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? This is Ravi, and today we're going to talk about Benq TK700sti. It's a 4K short throw projector intended for gamers, but I'm no gamer, as you already know. My major use case is media consumption, and this is what we're going to be doing in this video. So I'm going to review TK700sti primarily for media consumption. Overall, this entire review will be in 4 segments. First, I'll walk you guys through the setup, the video quality and stuff. Then we'll talk about the things that are really positive, good things about the projector. Then we'll talk about the things that are bad for the projector. And then towards the end, we'll summarize it. So let's get started. I just like how the projector looks. I'm not doing the unboxing because the unboxing has been done like so many times, so I'll spare you all with that. But overall, the projector looks really good. Whichever angles you look at it, the size is fairly compact. The color combinations, the front, I really like how the front looks. Best is the remote, and thank God remote is like this. Remote is not infrared, so remote primarily works over Bluetooth, I believe. So even if the projector is tucked right in the corner, you can still operate it sitting without having a direct line of sight. Very intuitive. I didn't have any hard time understanding the remote. This is the size comparison remote. I think it's exactly the same size as that of NVIDIA Shield remote. The third remote in this comparison is the Yamaha remote, which is relatively big compared to the remaining 2. Now, if you are a spec person, here is a spec sheet for you. You can pause and review it if you want to. Let's address the main question first. Like, why did I pick this projector and why not something else? And it has to do with the room where this was going to be set up. So this is the room where this projector was expected to be set up. This is the wall for the projection, and this is the place where I have placed the projector. The whole distance from the wall and the projector is around like 8-9 feet, and I really wanted to fill this entire wall with the screen. Viewing distance is around like again 8 feet or so, and I really wanted to maximize the screen size on this wall. And for good or for worse, the Benq TK700sti was the only projector that could fit into my room and give me a wall full of images. Other than this, I was also considering the TH or HT 690 ST, again from Benq, but that's a full HD projector, and I needed a 4K because since my viewing distance is not that high, I was concerned that if I am taking a full HD projector, by looking at a 135 or 140 inch image at a distance of 8 feet, I will probably see the pixels or the clarity may not be there, and precisely why I dropped the full HD projector and went for 4K. This device in India, when I was looking for purchase, costs around 1.67 lakhs. That's roughly like $2,000. Way too expensive. So I managed to buy this one during one of my trips to UK, where I picked it up for around 1,100 pounds. That is around like 1.1 lakhs, 1 lakh Indian rupees, and brought it here, hand carried it in my laptop bag. Considering how the compact size is, it was not that difficult for me to bring it, hand carry it. So how am I seeing the content? The content is streamed through the NVIDIA Shield, going to the AVR V6, Yamaha V6A. From there, Yamaha sends the audio to all the speakers, and the video goes through a 15-meter cable to the projector. I had some initial challenges where I felt that the length of 15 meter was little too much for projector to receive all the 4K signals in the right power, if that's the right word. So I tried to get a signal booster, a 4K signal booster to boost the signal, but that did not help. At the end, I changed the cable, the 4K cable, and then it worked. Let's have a quick look at the settings of this projector. Again, I'm not going to walk through the settings in detail, but settings again are very intuitive. Took me like 5-10 minutes to go through all of them, and it does require a bit of calibration to suit your eyes, so you may have to spend some time finding the right balance. Okay, so now since we have done all the setup, let's go ahead and talk about what works for the projector. So first up, what I like the compact size of this projector. Like I mentioned, I hand carried it from London to here in my laptop bag, and it was not difficult. So I like the compactness of it, the placement, the whole weight. I just like how this whole package, 4K projector, short throw 4K projector, is packaged very good. I am fairly happy with the picture quality. Again, not going. I'm a person who enjoys a bigger screen rather than the perfectness of an OLED blacks. So if it's not a perfect black, I'm fairly fine. But if the picture which is getting displayed is large and vivid and I can and soothing to the eyes, I can totally enjoy it. Precisely, I'm more of a theater experience kind of a person. Even if theater is not giving me perfect blacks, I'm totally fine with it. And this projector is kind of in that category. Some of the content really pop out pretty well. Does meet my expectation? Does it exceed? I don't know, because I really haven't had a lot of exposure reviewing a lot of projectors, but it definitely meets the expectation that I've had with it. I don't remember I have ever done a keystone correction on this projector. The auto keystone works flawlessly in this, and that's been such a great experience. This projector is 3D ready, but I haven't had any chance to view any 3D content so far. So I think that's kind of a plus. Hopefully I'll get a couple of 3D glasses and enjoy a 3D movie someday and maybe talk about that. Short throw was one of my key criteria. Looking at the room size, I really wanted a projector that could have had a shorter throw distance to give me maximized output. And this projector at a distance of, like I mentioned, 8-9 feet gives me a like 130-inch screen, which is exactly what I wanted. And a lot of rooms that we have in India are of around like 12 feet by 15 feet size. So if you're trying to put up a projector in those rooms where you want to maximize the wall size, a short throw projector is essentially the only option. Because if you pick up a normal projector from a distance of 12 feet, you'll barely get like a 90-inch or 100-inch screen, and then that's not much fun, is it? Another positive point is the speakers of it. I think the speakers are good. Again, not great, but if you really want to use just the projector for any specific small content viewing, the speakers are fine enough for you to use it. You'll not come out utterly disappointed if you're not expecting a lot with the speakers. Speaker is fairly fine. There's only one speaker, by the way. Now let's talk about the things that I don't like about this projector. And first up, I think the fan is fairly noisy. Like if I'm not playing any content, I can hear the fan. It's right above my head, and if there's nothing else playing, you will hear the fan, and it's fairly loud. Maybe other projectors make a similar sound too. I'm nobody to judge, but the moment you start playing a content, and since I have a 5.1 sound system, which is adequately balanced and loud, whenever I play any content, I don't get to hear the fan noise. So that's a savior. It may be a negative point for quite a few, but not for me. The next point that I don't like about this projector is how much of heat it generates. It gets hot fairly quickly. It stays at that level. I'm not saying it increases in temperature over a period of time, but it'll get hot in like 15 minutes and it'll stay at that hot temperature throughout your your viewing. So if you're sitting in a room, in a closed room, it will heat up the room with the heat that it is generating. So you may want to probably keep that in mind if that's a factor to you. If you are a person of a contrast who wants very good contrasty popped up looking pictures, you will probably be disappointed. I mean, the picture, like I mentioned, is good, it will satisfy you, but if you're looking for a perfect black picture, this is not for you. There was an initial problem where the projector seemed very power sensitive, so me switching on or off any button in the house will make the projector go blank. I checked it, it is not an electrical problem. I have no idea what the problem is, but it happens less often, if I can put it like that. Alright, so let's look at the conclusion of this entire review, and that's a hard part. It is I don't know what shall I conclude. It's a good projector. There's just no doubt about that. It's a very good projector. Is it the right projector for you and me? That's a conditional statement, right? Just to cite a use case, I've had this projector for 3 months now, and in the last 3 months, I have probably used it for, I don't know, like 5 times or 6 times. That's over a period of 3 months. So I feel my use case isn't really that high, and this entire setup is very expensive. As you can see, the projector, the AVRs, and the entire setup, the home theater setup is fairly expensive. So I'm not sure if this is giving me right return on my investment, but I do hope that with IPL coming up, Indian Premier League is a massive cricket tournament here in India. It's massive in terms of money and scale, and I'm a fan of IPL. So with IPL coming up by end of the March, and then the World Cup starting towards mid of the year, I do hope that my consumption will probably increase and I'll start seeing better ROIs on this investment. But so far it hasn't been a lot of consumption for me. Anyway, keeping all the personal preferences aside or personal habit of content watching aside, do I recommend this projector? I think I do. Definitely not at the price that you find it here in India. I don't know if I'll spend like 1.6 lakh Indian rupees, 160,000 Indian rupees on a projector like this, but around 1 lakh or 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 maybe, I will probably do it. The 4K picture quality, like I mentioned, is very good. I absolutely love it. The brightness is top notch. The whole content viewing experience is very good. And if you're a gamer, and you would have seen a lot of other reviews already, for gamers this is like a great device. Even looking in HDR content, I remember seeing quite a few HDR content on this, and even the HDR contents have been spotless. It's been pristine to watch the HDR content. So I again cannot fault anything in terms of picture quality. I do feel the pricing could have been a little bit better here in India, but if you're not in India, outside, it totally makes sense to spend like $1,000 and get a projector like this. I hope you liked this video. Let me know if there are anything else that I can do to give you guys more information about this projector, or if you have any questions, put it in the comment section, and I'll definitely try to respond there. Thank you so much for watching. Lovely to have you all. Take care. Bye bye. See you guys next.